What's going on, guys? It's TC Tide Killer here with another NCAA 12 commentary. This features the third season of my offensive coordinating job at UAB, coaching the Blazers. This game we play against Detroit to open the season in their home stadium against the Trojans. It's a rivalry game. As you won't see, because I did a new style here. I'm just trying to take some time off, not let the commentaries be as long. So I'm trying to just do most of the plays and most of the big ones. I do most of the passing plays. There was only a couple that were not very exciting or short passes. And then there's a couple running plays thrown in there. And actually, I don't really have that many plays once you play 5-minute quarters for a coordinator. But anyway, in this game you won't see, but there were 3 injuries. One of the fullback, Jackson, he was out for the game. Wide receiver, Graves, out for 2 quarters near the end of the game, so he would not return. And then one of the running backs you'll see, I think he's out for a drive or 2, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And then we have our new starting quarterback, Trey Moore. He's a transfer from Alabama. It's his first year that he's eligible. He is a senior, so he will only be with us 1 year. Rough first game. Actually wasn't too bad. He did 15 for 19 in passing, 1 touchdown with 2 picks. One of them were in the red zone. And as a play calling note, I should be aware that both of those were on quick slant plays. So that was actually pretty interesting to see and could help me in the long run. But anyway, I'm trying to start a new segment type thing, kind of. As you know, I'm from Washington, so I follow the Pac-12 and college football. Trying to do a little projections. It's going to be relatively quick, just touching the key points and what my prediction is. And so I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. All right. Well, the first game of the week is Colorado at Arizona. Arizona might be without the quarterback Matt Scott. He's questionable. Colorado is 1-8 on the season coming in today, and both teams have pretty bad defenses. At least Arizona has a decent to good offense, so it looks like they'll be able to take this one. And I'm predicting about 49-17 game. I think Colorado will put up some points, but Arizona will outpace them, and Colorado is bad this year, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what I think is going to happen in this game. Next up is pretty interesting matchup. Arizona State at USC. USC is currently ranked 19th in the BCS, suffering upset losses at Stanford and at Arizona, as well as last week at home against Oregon in that shootout. Arizona State was winning quite nicely. I think they were 5-1 going into the Oregon matchup and have lost 3 straight. It is in the Coliseum, so I expect USC to win this one. I'm guessing 35-24. Arizona State is a good team, but I don't think they will match up to USC with all that talent on that team. The third game is UCLA at Washington State up in Pullman. Washington State has definitely underwhelmed their expectations for first-year coach Mike Leach, and UCLA has exceeded expectations with Jim Mora behind the helm. They are 7-2 and ranked 18th in the BCS. It looks like an easy matchup since Mike Leach's team hasn't been getting anything going with the air raid offense. Weather could be a little bit of trouble. It might be a close first half, but I expect UCLA to pull away, especially after them posting 66 points last week against Arizona in a huge blowout win. Setting up a very exciting game next week against USC. I don't remember if that's in the Coliseum or not. But I expect UCLA to win this one by 2 touchdowns, 35-17. The one that I'll be paying most attention to this weekend, Utah at Washington. I'll be watching that one. Washington's been great at home, beating then number ranked 7th Oregon State and then number 8th ranked Stanford, only losing to I think number 10 at the time, USC. or number 14, something like that, by 10 points with the help of a blocked punt and some offensive miscues. But Washington is starting to make a little run here at the end of the season, along with Utah, but it is in at CenturyLink Field, so I think Washington will come away with this one. I think it'll be close. Washington hasn't really been offensively productive this year. The most they've scored against a FBS opponent is 21. I think they'll break that this weekend with a 24-17 victory. The next game I want to touch up on is number 3 Oregon at California. The last time the Ducks traveled to Memorial Stadium, it was in 2010 on their eventual BCS title game run. They got almost upset. It was a 15-13 game. I do not expect this one to be that close. Zach Maynard, started quarterback for Cal, is out, and so is Keenan Allen, star wide receiver. And California is not going to be able to stop the Oregon offense, I believe, and Oregon should come up with a pretty big victory. I'm thinking 52, maybe, I don't know, 14-17. Somewhere along those lines. I want to also start a top 5 game projections. Maybe I'll do that next week or in a few weeks. And the final game, the game that I will dub as my game of the week. I'll be watching this one too, hopefully, if I can. It's going to be on Fox at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Oregon State at Stanford, number 11 versus number 14. The Beavers going into Palo Alto, trying to prove themselves as a legitimate BCS bowl game, not necessarily the title game, but just the bowl game as a contender. They haven't really been tested. Their only loss coming to Washington at CenturyLink Field. They still have to play Stanford this weekend and then Oregon in a couple weeks in the Civil War. So they got to skip out on USC, lucky for them. So they're at 7-1 currently and looking to make a good month of November against 2 ranked teams, and then Nicholls State on December 1st possibly. But I think they'll hold their own. If they get some offense going against Stanford's defense, they can definitely win this one. It's just going to be challenging on the road. I'm going to say Stanford pulls it out, though, at home, 14-13 in a close game. All right, and those are my predictions for the Pac-12 Week 11 college football games. 6 of them going on. They should be exciting. Catch them tomorrow, the 10th of November. I hope you watched the game a little bit, watched some of the plays. Hope you enjoyed it, or we're just watching. That's fine. Either way, give it a like. Comment in the comment section of what you think the predictions are, or if you like this new formatting that I did with the plays and cutting out the middle, which took a lot of time off actually. And yeah, so we ended up winning that one 24-20 with a late drive by Moore to pull out the victory. And as you'll see during the season, that's a common theme. We will be behind in the fourth quarter and come back to get some key victories. Thanks for watching.